everybody. My name is Susan Mooney. We're going to open up the planning board meeting tonight at 7:02 p.m. We are struggling to meet a quorum. Would the panel please introduce yourself, starting with Buzz?
Robert Davies, alternate.
Teresa Bascom.
John Moran.
Susan Mooney.
Charlene Anderson.
Blair Haney, SRPC.
I'm going to seat Buzz, Robert Davies, and Ian seat for tonight.
Thank you.
We have two cases before us tonight. Both cases have asked for continuances. The first case is number 23-004, SUB Residences at Fort Hill, Smoke Street and Fort Hill Road, and it has been continued to this meeting. I'll read the information. Application from Berry Surveying and Engineering on behalf of Owl Ridge Builders, requesting a 25-lot open space subdivision. The property is located at Smoke Street and Fort Hill Road in Nottingham and is identified as tax map 23, lot 11. Two conditional use permits have been applied for. Article 3, Section B, Item 6, permits a request to allow disturbance within 25 feet of a wetland. Article 4, Section S, 8.2, permits a request for lots that have a larger than maximum area, allow frontages less than prescribed, and allow a reduction to the landscape buffer.
Madam Secretary,
Yes.
per our bylaws on Article 3, Section 6, we need to appoint you as acting chair. So I move that Susan Mooney be acting chair for this evening.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
You're welcome. I just wanted to have that on record.
Halfway
thank
through,
you.
I realized, oops.
That's okay. I caught you.
Elena, is it our understanding that this party is asked for a continuance?
Yes, to September 13th.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Do I hear a motion for that?
I'll make a motion that we continue case 23004 sub residence at Fort Hill / Smoke Street and Fort Hill Road to September 13th, 2023 at 7 p.m.
Second.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
And I don't see any other hands not being raised, so it's 5-0-0. The second case, number 23-005, SIT, Nottingham Business Park, 105 Old Turnpike Road. This has been continued to this evening. An application from GM2 Associates, Inc., on behalf of Nottingham Business Park, LLC, to complete construction of a 176,000 square foot building, paved access drives and parking areas, stormwater management systems, an existing on-site well for domestic water supply and fire suppression, and an on-site septic system. The proposed use of the building and site will be a warehouse for light industrial manufacturing. There are currently 26 loading docks for tractor-trailer loading and unloading. There are 119 paved parking spaces, including 8 handicapped spaces, of which 2 are van accessible. This property is located at 145 Old Turnpike Road in Nottingham and is identified as tax map 003, lot 010. Are the applicants present tonight?
Yes, we are.
Would you like to come up and introduce yourselves and why you're here?
I'm Dennis Hamill from GM2 Associates.
And Steve Sawyer from GM2 Associates.
Thank you.
We'll start right off the top. I'm going to be retiring in 2 days, and Steve's going to be taking my place going forward. So I wanted to introduce him to the board.
Yes.
Happy
Show his way
retirement.
here.
Yes, retirement.
Lucky guy.
It's a lot of work being retired, let me say.
Yes, indeed.
I look forward to it. Just a brief update of where we are. We did receive a call comments from the CMA, right, engineers. And we are in the process of adjusting plans and notes and things that, from their comments. I also had a conversation with the fire chief yesterday. Finally got a hold of him after many phone calls and finally got back to me. And we talked about things, and some of these suggestions by CMA is what he's suggesting as well, so we're in accordance there. He was supposed to get back to me today about whether we need a cistern or not, but that's going to depend on many factors. To get the code, obviously, he's going to check the code to see if one is required. And the other part of it is that we're proposing to create our own system from the wells, because the wells produce so much water, you know, from the water bottle facility, they do pretty well. So we're proposing to get some people on board that know how to design water systems like that to see if it's capable of producing the water needed for a fire suppression system. So if that's the case, maybe we need or don't need a cistern. So we'll have to play that by ear, depending on what the fire chief comes back with, and then our own consultants, what they come back with. So that's where we are at this point. Now we're updating the plans and all of the application data. I know there was some spelling mistakes and some confusion in the application things and miswording and missed numbers and all kinds of things. We fixed that, but, yes.
What about the regional impacts? Can we ask them?
Yes, I don't know if they've even come in yet.
Okay.
Well, we were here when you voted it as a regional impact project,
Yeah,
which,
I didn't know if you got any reports or anything for that.
No.
I did not,
Did we get any reports?
no, so for us, it doesn't mean much unless someone sends us a report. It doesn't change our design or anything at this point anyways. So that's where we're at. So we'd like to extend this and probably into September. We got a lot of work to do coordinating with some of these other consultants along the way. Did I vote you, Steve? You think?
That's fine.
Probably more likely.
Yeah, that makes sense.
One question, since this'll be, it's not a subdivision, if it was a cistern put in, would they be responsible for keeping up the cistern, or would the town be responsible? So the town's responsible for cisterns that are in a subdivision
Yes,
now,
yeah.
but since this is a business development, and it's not, would they be responsible for the
I
cistern?
don't have an answer.
Yes, we would be.
I almost,
Yeah, well, obviously, it's on a private property, it's
Right.
serving one building, that's it. And as I
Right.
mentioned before, you know, and it's one of the comments from
We don't need any
CMA
more.
and this board, was that we showed pavement on our back driveway where all the parking is right to the extended to our property line. It's supposed to be a 25-foot or whatever that number was. And our reasoning is that the next property and the property beyond that is owned by Mr. Moulton as well, Nottingham Business Park. And he's proposing a subdivision over there, which we're gonna continue a drive over there and make an access both ways, so everybody has seways out of the whole site. So that's why we did that. And I have a plan, kinda conceptual plan showing that, but I'm not sure if that's appropriate now to show you that. I can.
Nope.
Just conceptual, just to let you know that's why we're doing what we're doing over there. And if it comes that you guys decide not to, we'll just cut it off and that's it. And pave it when the next one comes along. But it also adds as a turnaround for us for trucks if they have to get back in that back section of the
Do we
building.
have a date for continuance?
September?
September 13th.
September.
Or the 24th.
27th it is.
27th, I'm
September.
sorry.
22nd
Yeah.
of September?
27th.
27.
Oh,
Yeah.
27,
Yeah.
okay.
That sounds good, the 27th?
27th.
Yeah, we'll
sounds good.
need that time to get these things settled, to make this go forward.
One motion?
Please.
Make a motion that we continue case 23005 SIT Nottingham Business Park, 145 Old Turnpike Road to September 27th, 2023 at 7 PM.
Second.
All those in favor, please
So,
say aye.
Aye.
5 yeses, 0 no's, 0 abstentions. Think we're done?
Thank you so much.
Good luck, Dennis.
Stephen Sawyer.
Sawyer?
Yeah.
Thanks, Steve.
Good luck to both of you.
Good
Thank
luck
you.
to both of you.
Yeah.
Yes, enjoy your
Yeah,
retirement.
enjoy your retirement.
it's been nice seeing you for a couple of meetings.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
My name is continued.
You can leave, we only need a quorum to open. So thank you, John.
Thank you,
Au
guys.
revoir.
Night,
Have a good
John.
evening, we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Okay. 7:12. Do we have any other business before us?
No, I think
This
we should
evening?
put the minutes off until the whole group is plans here?
Correct.
They're not ready yet anyway.
Okay.
I just finished red penning them this afternoon.
And there's obviously no public comment tonight.
There isn't usually.
Would you like a motion to adjourn?
Well, do we
Does
have
anybody
any other
any
cases?
comments?
I was just gonna say, I caught wind that Lee might comment on this project. They were, gonna sit down with the board, but they're meeting like the same night as us last meeting. We haven't heard anything, so my guess is they're not going to, but they were gonna take it up. Otherwise, I haven't heard from anybody, and I believe SRPC already submitted, right, comment?
Yes.
Yeah, so we as an organization, not me personally, someone else submitted comment on this project as the regional body.
Right.
But the individual towns, it does not appear have, spoken up, Lee, Barrington, or Northwood.
I thought Barrington did. We'll find
There was
that
some
out.
confusion, cause it ended up with the wrong person, or the person didn't give it to the right person, and so there would have been some delay, but at this point, if they haven't commented, I guess they're not going to. It's kind of how I would interpret this,
I wonder if.
right? I don't think you received anything from,
No, we didn't. And I think Lee actually has a meeting on August 9th, so we may get
okay,
something after that.
yeah, so that's kind of where we're at.
Does anybody have any updates to offer, Buzz,
Nope.
Teresa? I have none. We finally had a Conservation Commission meeting last Monday after 3 tries. Please join the Conservation Commission.
I have nothing.
Okay. Anything else?
I'm good,
Okay.
thank you.
Elena, do you have anything?
Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn, second?
Second.
Second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Bye.
Have a good night, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sue.
Well handled.
Well done.